Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're talking about a machine that doesn't just chase speed, it chases emotion, craftsmanship, and pure automotive drama. This is the new 2026 Pagani Utopia, a hypercar that feels like it was built for people who still believe driving should be art, not just performance on a spreadsheet. The Pagani Utopia already arrived as the brand's next chapter after the Zonda and Huayra. And it brought something rare into the modern hypercar world, a focus on simplicity, beauty, and mechanical connection. Pagani's official specs for the Utopia list a 6.0-liter twin-turbo V12 developed with Mercedes-AMG, producing 864 horsepower and 1,100 Newton-meters of torque. With rear-wheel drive and the option of a 7-speed manual or automated manual gearbox, the coupe's dry weight is listed at 1,280 kilograms, which is seriously impressive for a modern hypercar, and that right there is what makes the 2026 Pagani Utopia so special. In a world where so many exotic cars are becoming more digital, more filtered, and more obsessed with screens and software, Pagani looked in the opposite direction. Horacio Pagani and his team created a car that feels almost rebellious. It still has the outrageous performance you expect from a multi-million-dollar hypercar, but it delivers that performance with soul. Let's start with the design, because honestly, the Utopia looks like it rolled out of a high-end design studio instead of a normal car factory. Every line has purpose, but nothing feels forced. The body is smooth, elegant, and dramatic without looking overly aggressive. It has that signature Pagani magic where the car somehow feels futuristic and timeless at the same moment. The shape takes inspiration from classic forms, but the details are unmistakably modern. Pagani describes the project as the result of years of development, with thousands of drawings, multiple scale models, and extensive experimentation to create something timeless and technologically advanced. From the front, the Utopia has that low, sculpted stance that immediately tells you this is no ordinary supercar. The headlights are beautifully detailed, almost like jewelry. The airflow management is cleverly integrated, so the aerodynamics work without needing giant wings everywhere around the sides. Those flowing lines and exposed details remind you that a Pagani is just as much about craftsmanship as it is about outright speed. Then at the rear, you get the wild quad-exit exhaust setup and the kind of detailing that makes you want to just stand there and stare at it for 10 minutes. Step inside, and this is where the Utopia really separates itself from almost everything else on the road. Most modern hypercars are trying to become spaceships. The Pagani Utopia goes for mechanical theater. The interior is a celebration of metal, leather, carbon fiber, and exposed engineering. The gauges look like luxury watch components. The switchgear looks hand-finished. And if you choose the manual gearbox, the exposed linkage becomes one of the coolest features in the entire industry. Pagani specifically highlights that visible mechanism, and the classical gear lever is part of the car's appeal, especially on the Roadster version as well. That manual transmission is a huge deal. Seriously, in this era, giving buyers a true manual in a top-tier hypercar feels almost unbelievable. It tells you exactly who this car is for. The Utopia is not trying to be the fastest electric thing from 0 to 60. It is trying to make you feel something every time you touch the wheel, every time you press the clutch, and every time that V12 wakes up behind you. And let's talk about that engine. A twin-turbo V12 in 2026 already sounds like a miracle, but Pagani didn't stop at just making it powerful. The company says the engine was developed exclusively for Pagani by Mercedes-AMG, and it was engineered to meet global emissions regulations while still delivering massive character and performance. That balance is not easy. It's one thing to make power, it's another thing to make power while keeping the emotion alive. Performance-wise, the Utopia has all the numbers needed to sit at the top table of the hypercar world, but the bigger story is how it delivers that performance. The lightweight chassis uses Pagani's advanced carbo-titanium and carbo-triax materials, helping keep the car extremely light and structurally rigid. That means better agility, sharper responses, and a more connected driving experience. For 2026, the Utopia feels even more important because it represents something the industry is slowly losing: mecha. Nickel purity. It reminds people that speed alone is not enough. There has to be passion, there has to be beauty.